This is our Prezi on colonial art and architecture.
The Viceregal Lodge. The Viceregal Lodge, also known today as Rashtrapati Niwas, was built to be the home of the British Viceroy in India. Even though Henry Irvine was the official architect of the project, Lord Dufferin, for whom the residence was being built, was constantly changing and overseeing the work being done. The term Jacobean is often used to describe the style of this building, as it combines Elizabethan and Jacobean styles. This building was quite modern, with electric lights and an indoor tennis court. It was subsequently used by other important figures, even post-British reign. Today, the Viceregal Lodge serves as the campus for the Indian Institute of Advanced Study and is managed by the Ministry of Education.
Englishman on Tiger Hunt. The man in this painting wears very elaborate clothing, and a hint of red collar can be seen at his neck. He is riding an elephant which has its leg raised to step on a yellow tiger that is shown at the bottom of the painting. One of the most interesting parts of this picture was the way Englishman is holding his rifle, which is upside down. It is unknown whether this is simply mistaken the artist's part of it or it was meant to mock the British.
The studio portrait of Ram Singh of Jaipur. In this portrait of Ram Singh, the king is seen in a very Western light. Although his clothes are exotic, his pose and the setting are very typical for a Western-style portrait. His appearance is well maintained, but remains Western enough that European viewers could have been able to appreciate the portrait without thinking it was too different from their culture. This particular portrait comes from a larger collection of Indian portraits that have been collected into the Royal Photographic Album, which is now the property of the English Library. The 101 photographs captured Indian princes and chiefs, all shown in Western light, with very few authentic Indian aspects to their portraits.
This selected work shows the true artistry that was required in making Indian fabrics. As this robe was drawn and painted by a skilled artisan, the pattern combines European and Indian styles, as it was made from Indian fabric, but it was sewn in the Netherlands and has Dutch woven trim with linen and wool. Although Indian fabrics were in high demand in Europe, there are also many critics of the fabric. This was one of the first times in history where people were changing clothes to the changing fashions instead of wear. The desire to have these fabrics helped instigate global trade and promote the idea of fashion.
St. Andrew's Church, one of the three churches dedicated to St. Andrew in India. The most significant is in Chennai and is our selected work. This church underwent construction from 1818 to 1821 and was overseen by Major de Havilland of the Corps of Engineer. This building has a very Greek or Roman front with large Ionic columns. The inside of St. Andrew's is very spacious and full of natural light. The floor is of black and white marble, while the top dome is deep blue. This church can be seen as a clear symbol of India during the colonial period. It was intended to show the British way of thinking in a positive light and invite followers to a different way of life.
And that's it.